Hello from the Yarn Closet in Tucson, Arizona. This is Laura and Connor, today's helper. I'm going to give you the basics, the disclaimers, the good stuff, then Connor's going to present something. Yarn Closet Arizona, AZ, on Instagram and Ravelry. TheYarnCloset.com. It's not a ton of stuff on there right now, but it will grow. If you'd like to win a prize, you have to subscribe and comment. Prizes are once a month, sometimes twice a month if there's special things. There's also a Patreon for the Yarn Closet. If you support that, it goes directly towards prizes. I don't know where they are. That's why I was looking. I'm podcasting, people. Check the end table next to the red chair in our bedroom.
My mother's life.
And I brushed my hair this morning, and you just can't tell because that was many hours ago. So go to the Patreon and support us because it goes towards the cost of prizes. I'd like to get to at least 2 prizes a month, and I'd like to expand the prizes to include things like project bags. Right now it includes Braille stitch markers, and Growly Bear Soap Company is a sponsor. So they send lip balms, hand balms, foot creams. And then I crank a 50 or 100 gram sock tube or a hat tube from the circular knitting machines. And that's the deal. If you don't want to use them to make hats or socks, then you just unwind them like a sock blank. Sometimes it's hand-dyed yarns, sometimes it isn't. You just have to kind of go with whatever I've got. And so that's the deal. Yarn Closet AZ, Instagram and Ravelry, and the Yarn Closet over at Patreon. And check out the website, and it will be growing over time. I am legally blind. That's the excuse for almost everything.
Uh-huh.
Now, Connor has recently gotten a nice little gadget that we would like to talk about because it is just a cool thing in our lives.
And I'll do the explaining.
Go for it, sir.
All right, Yarn Closet. So this is a goalie. So a goalie, if you turn, look, here's the on button on the top. Look. So a goalie, it's kind of,
can't really see it.
yeah. Anyways, a goalie has, it can say your name. It has Wi-Fi. Oh, wait.
There, like
See?
that.
There's a weather, behaviors, rewards, and routines. So tap on rewards. You can see some of the rewards that I can do. But you can also get points. Right now I have 1,200 points, meaning that I can go to CVS, meaning that I could possibly go to CVS and do this. I go there and I can spend $5, not my own money.
Yes, it is out of your own bank.
My own bank.
But you can spend it on whatever you want.
And then there's a special reward on here. $50 if I get 10,000 points. Right there. That's $50. I don't spend it, I earn it.
Right, how do you earn the points?
Well, you can earn the points by doing routines. I've done my weekday routine so far. I did my Henry routine yesterday and my night routine. Sometimes this...
Oh, you just started it, so skip it.
Sorry, I accidentally hit Henry. So, this is what I'm going to do. I know what his food is and his water, so it's good. So now I'm going to show you how it works.
Click the check mark.
There's a check mark on here, see? And here's some other of the rewards. Now, here's water. If you Henry is my pet hamster.
But do you see in this circle how it's going from white to a green circle? That's showing the timer, because these routines are things that we entered in, and the rewards are things that we entered in. Connor chose.
See?
So that he can stay on track with remembering to do things every day and when to do things. And when you have it set up, you can set it up where he can go in and start a quote-unquote routine, or it will give an alarm.
Now, here's something else. This can be automatic. In the morning, it will tell me what to do instead of my mom, so she won't get crabby.
And if I need to discipline Connor, all I got to do is swipe right and tell him I'm disciplining him. I'm taking 10 points away. I'm taking 100 points away.
Simplest discipline ever.
Oh my gosh! It is the best thing ever! Ever. The easiest. We have had the least stressful week in parenting ever.
Yeah, no
Right?
arguing. Yeah, there
No
was
arguments?
no arguing this week. It was so fun. All Bob had to do, minus 100, minus 100. That's it. And then, see the check mark?
Yeah.
I click on it. Then it shows him my food. His food. Now, there's a timer for this too. 5 minutes of water, 5 minutes of food. That means you have 5 minutes to complete each activity. Total 10 minutes.
So his daily teeth activity is for 2 minutes. So once it starts, if he starts brushing his teeth, he's got a timer built right in for a 2-minute toothbrushing.
And when you're done, like I am now, you can get how you feel.
Yep.
Sad, I don't know, neutral, and happy. Now, the one, if you're sad and you said, oh, I only got like 50 points, then you're probably going to hit sad. If you got 180 points, you'd hit happy. If you got 110 points, you'd do neutral. And then if you got, 100 points, you probably say, I don't know. So now I'll hit happy. Now, 120 points. Now we could show this better if we... 120 points. Today I got 160. Anyways, that star, then there's another check mark, you hit it, and then you get out of it. And then your points go up. Now I'm at 1,340 points. One other thing about the goalie. Special feature. Engage. This.
Easy to hold on to, and also sets it if he's doing stuff at his desk
One
so
other
he can
thing,
look.
I found out something new about this. Watch. If you do it like this, then you can go like this. You can also hold it like this. So if you're out and you're out at your grandparents or aunt and uncle's, and you bring your goalie, and you're walking around with it, and then it alarms you, then it's okay. You can't drop it, see? So,
Thank you for this presentation on the goalie. Goalie.co.
And one other thing about this goalie. It's a charger.
Hey, will you go do Henry now? Go check his water and his food?
I did that.
You did that already today?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I filled it up yesterday. Remember?
Okay. But check his food again.
His food is good. I know so. I gave him a carrot, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but if you do want to see my hamster, Henry, comment down below.
Also, there is a
Henry.
Henry video on an earlier bonus episode of The Yarn Closet.
Yes.
And Connor's in another episode where he's reviewing our Trikaroo scooter.
Yes. If you go down there, this time the mother's filming and I'm the star.
You are always my star. Okay, go. Let me talk yarn.
Okay. Bye.
losing some of the schedule of regular school impacted a lot of things. So I happened to find this advertisement. I've tried other things. I've tried apps. It hasn't worked. But this thing is about the size of a phone, connects with an app in my deal. The first day we got it, he sat down and came up with a list of rewards that he wanted to have. And we did lists of the different routines. Did you find it, hon?
Yeah.
And it has been fabulous. Like I said, parenting in swipe left, swipe right. So I can just send a special thing to his goalie if I want him to do something. It'll pop up, and then he gets points, and he can redeem them. It has been so easy and so conflict-free. It has been lovely. Okay, now go away. I'm podcasting.
I'm petting Chip.
Okay.
You know our dog Chip.
So I just wanted to talk to people about it because you never know who you might know or who's in your life. This last week, I wanted to accomplish so much. It did not happen. Sickness, other stuff, life. So what has happened is I decided, as I'm doing the finishing color of this shawl, to finish it with an applied border. You know, I mean, the longest active point we're at, and so I'm doing an applied border. I figured 18 stitches. It's the size of the applied border in a number of patterns that I've read. I'd never done it before. It's fabulously fun, but it's shocking how much time it's taking me. Like, I thought it would be a faster way to finish and bind off. It's just not. And I'm concerned that it's too long, but I think when it's all said and done, it'll be fine. I don't know that I really love the size. If I was to do it over again, I think I might have made it smaller. Or made it smaller and made it grow with the shawl. And no, this is not a written shawl pattern. This is just one of my off-the-cuff patterns that I like to do. Take little snippets of other things and combine them. And I just can't believe how really easy this whole concept is. Initially, it was kind of hard for me to wrap my head around because our stitches are horizontal. And then to realize that I'm going to have horizontal and vertical stitches, it was like, what? But it's just, it goes together with an easy knit two together. And it's basically like doing short rows. So now I have bound off another stitch on the shawl, and I just turn. You know, I kind of like it. It's kind of fabulous. I don't like the way it worked together at this point, which is kind of why I wish I would have started smaller and then gradually increased the border to be wider at this heavy end and thinner at this point end. We'll just have to wait and see what it looks like. Maybe I'll have it done this week to give to the teacher. And I don't always show my finished objects on the podcast. If they're gifts, I might do an extra quick snippet podcast for a finished object or show pictures on Instagram. And then our 24-year-old son, someone we know I had to help him out, take in his dog. He could no longer keep his dog, so this guy has been really supportive and nice over the years, and I decided to make him a blanket. He's a big guy. It's going to be a big blanket, so I wanted it to be rectangular. I'm going to finish these two knit together with an 8mm, and then do a few rounds of the green, and then do another chunk of the gray, and then do some stripes of the green and the black on the border, and hopefully it'll be big enough to be useful for him. And shockingly, that went together so fast. About as much time as it's taken me to do that applied border, to do that. Because crochet is where I come from, and it's just faster. And it's okay to not have our accomplishments met, even though we set these goals for ourselves. It's okay. I like to watch Aiden the Knitting Monk a lot, and I have to remind myself that I do this because I love it, and the people that I give stuff to hopefully love it. And we should all be kind to ourselves. And in that vein, I wanted to give a couple shout outs. One of them is to Crazy Chicks Corner on Instagram. She is this young woman who has a fabulous sense of what her design is, her colors, her space needs, everything. I could not live in her house. But my house has gotten a lot more like hers because I've taken that nod that it is the time in my life to just embrace what I like, have the surroundings that work for me. And sometimes, even in getting what you want, it's a little uncomfortable because my yarn stuff is exposed to our whole home. So anytime someone comes over, they're going to see my little corner because I've blown out from just the closet. And that makes you a little uncomfortable sometimes. You don't want people to criticize your choices. But it's good to. And it's good to involve the kids and the family. And the family sits with me now more as I do things instead of me being off alone. And my daughter, her helping is growing. Her skills are growing. It's very fun. I like it. And I want to give her a shout out. Crazy Chicks Corner. Wonderful lady, mom, wife, gardener. I don't understand people who can do that. And with all of the stress and the crazy stuff that's been going on in my life, I feel so much better giving myself a priority in the list. And if that means I spend $6 on a colorful little wind chime that I can now hear but has a bright pop of color, you know what? It's not going to change the end result or when exactly we get the bills paid off or whatever. And in that vein, there have been a few people who've criticized my showing of my stash. I'm showing my stash like everybody else shows their stash. Not to belittle it, not to blow it up, not for comparison.
Just to show her stash.
Mine is relatively small compared to a lot of people with the podcasts. And that's okay. I love it. It's way bigger, actually, than my crochet stash. And you know, I don't know why it surprised anyone that I would show it. Everybody does. If you choose not to, that's fine. It's not about the amount of yarn we have or the kinds of yarn we have, but we all like to talk about the yarns. I love to talk about the sale yarns that I get because most of my purchases, 70-80%, are sale yarns. Destashes from like the Apron Addict. I just realized my microphone is not picking up as well from back there. And I'm certainly not saying things and posting about stuff to promote comparison or make people feel bad or whatever.
My mom does this because she loves to do it.
Thank you. Yes, and I love the community and the friends that I have made.
The more friends she makes, the more friendly she'll be.
The more friends you make, the more friendly you'll be. Wisdom from children. I am trying to take like a little slice off my online time and set up my phone differently so I do more of the Instagram and stuff off my laptop. So I'm just not on it as much. So I have more time to actually do the work instead of just getting stuck in the loop of pretty pictures. I don't know if I suggest that to anyone, but it's been challenging but rewarding. And if you'd like to check out another legally blind yarny lady, Mothercowcrochet does very quick vlog podcasts, and she's on Instagram. She's Norwegian, Swedish, something like that. But she's fun too. And go bye-bye, please. Go, please.
I'm waiting till the end.
Well, then we're going to have a really short podcast today. So my shout-outs, Apron Addict, Crazy Chicks Corner. Oh my God, she is full of so much creativity and color, and the way she puts stuff together, it's fabulous. And just positive energy lady, wow. Mothercowcrochet, Growly Bear Soap Company in Arizona. Check them out. Check out Patreon. I now have Erica D and Nikita as Patreons, and they are some wonderful ladies, and I truly appreciate it. Cavi Consciousness and Scotty's Animals, if you're interested in guinea pigs. We are a guinea pig friendly family now. And
remember, comment down below if you want to see my pet hamster Henry. Hit I want Henry.
nifty. Look with your heart first in all that you do.